So I think it's safe to assume that the German front with France is definitely going to start to heat up within this video. I mean, it looks like the Germans already have plans to go and invade for Paris. This is an offensive move, it looks like, to grab the capital of France. And if that happens, then yeah, this is going to be pretty bad. Okay, so we have someone else joining the Comintern. So we've got another communist nation rising up. Let's actually see where that's... Wait, actually, where do they... Oh, that's in Asia. And Greece has just decided to join the Allies. So we've got another front for the Nazis to have to deal with. Actually, it's actually going to be more for something the Italians, I think, are going to have to deal with. So here we go. So yeah, communism is starting to spread all throughout Asia now. We'll see if more nations like Tibet or somebody falls as well. And I'm really thinking that Japan might have a chance of winning this. They do need to go after this. I don't know how many victory points they have. We can check though. Let's go ahead and see. Where are you at? Oh my gosh, the Japanese have lost 50,000, but the Chinese have lost double that. Far more than double that. Oh my gosh, war is going 67% in their favor. Belgium joined the Allies. We've got the Germans declaring war on Belgium. We're going to have to go down a little bit. Let's go down to speed 3 for a second because there's a lot of things taking place all throughout the world. Yeah, all of these green bubbles are showing us so many victories. Oh, but you know what? We do have... we've got Lithuania joining the Axis powers. Okay, we do have a few Japanese divisions that are cut off. So they're going to have to try to push through here, which it looks like they're going to have some luck because there's a pretty successful battle going on in this direction. We haven't even really talked about supplies. Supplies being pretty much, I mean, World War II was a war over supplies. So keeping in mind, you know, kind of which countries have supplies to which states. Obviously, each state holds provinces. That will be huge in seeing kind of how... I mean, obviously, we're seeing Japan kind of fall a little bit shorter when it comes to supplies deeper into Chinese territory. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. And obviously, they can kind of increase the infrastructure to get more supplies to the front lines, but we'll see if they're able to do that sort of thing. So yeah, these naval invasions have been really successful for Japan. Japan has landed off the coast here, and they're pushing through. That's the thing. I don't think the Chinese can handle all of these numbers. We should have also checked on... Well, let me make sure there's not any other conflicts going on. No, there's not. Okay. Division level. The Chinese still have a lot of divisions. The problem is that they're not as effective in fighting. Japan has very effective divisions fighting. A lot of, you know, equipment, technology. I think they have pretty big advantages in both of those categories. 92%? Oh, no, this is their total war participation. Okay, that's not the war score, technically. 66%. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but let's go ahead and go back to the European theater. Oh my gosh, just so many victories. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, so now we're seeing a kind of a different faction map mode. Axis growing in strength when it comes to Central Europe. Allies have now... oh yeah, so that's right. I need to check on Greece. So how's Greece doing? So Greece has already eaten up the chunk, Albania, which Italy had controlled. Italia. Oh my gosh. I know the Crack Lord is going to have so many appearances in this campaign. I can just feel it. I can just feel it. Trust me. Okay, so yeah, the Germans are actually not pressing forward too much. They're actually losing this battle. It's very, very hard to get across this river. But once you get across this river, I mean, that's when it's all over. Once the Nazis are able to push through far enough. Also, keep in mind manpower. Manpower is going to be a pretty big factor here. 2.75 million men. Obviously, you know, look to see that manpower drop incredibly fast when the Soviets, if the Soviets decide to join the Allies. Or they could, you know, just fight on their own separate front. They could, you know, just fight their own war. Okay, so UK have called in the Netherlands, which means that we are now going to see a pretty big front for Germany. So this is what they're looking like. They're going to have to attack all of the Netherlands, which actually I don't think the Netherlands are... The Netherlands or Belgium are not at all ready for the German threat. I mean, they're going to be pushing through here quite easily. Yeah, they are doing that right now. Every single battle, huge numbers for the German favor. You'll notice the arrow points to where the attacker is going to. So if the arrow is pointing at these Belgium divisions, these Dutch divisions, that's how you know, okay, so the Germans are attacking the division. And boom, okay, so that's a pretty big province that just dropped, and this is going to give the Germans even more access to things like, you know, resources, which we have a map mode for. There it is. So what kind of resources are the Germans going to gain from this? They're going to get a lot of steel, 48 steel, and, okay, a lot of steel. How are the Germans doing in terms of logistics? They should be doing much better. Actually, no. Or they're working on their Tau anti-tank. But, I mean, if you look at infantry equipment, they've got the best numbers so far that we've checked on. I mean, that's still pretty bad. They should probably fix that, but still at the same time better than every other country in terms of, like, lacking infantry equipment. So that will be an important factor. Also, what's going on here? Excavation 2. So what's happening? What is this? Norway is a critical strategic point. Okay, so the AI is looking to go after Scandinavia, I'm thinking very soon, to stage a good, yeah, so it's very likely that we'll see Denmark and maybe even Norway fall. What kind of resources are up here? We've got 10 aluminum, as well as some chromium. Is it chromium? Lots of aluminum up this way. Interesting. As well as tungsten and 12 steel. I also want to see what Sweden is going to decide to do in this sort of campaign. Lithuania is going to certainly help along a possible Soviet front. Again, we don't know. It's not necessarily a guarantee. Oh, the French are actually doing okay. Also, let's check on Africa. We've not checked on Africa in a while. How are the Italians doing? Italy's doing okay. They've obviously pushed. They've been making some gains here. I do think that they might be focused. Actually, don't even see their divisions. Where are their divisions at? Why can't I see them? Oh, because I'm in the wrong map mode. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so the French are being pushed out of northwestern Africa. And they've definitely made some pretty good pushes so far. This is going to be the toughest part, though, because the British certainly have Egypt very well defended at this point. A lot of divisions, and the Italians really don't have anything going on. I think they just want to push down south towards the Sahara Desert as quickly as possible. Greece is still doing okay. Now, why is that? Oh, Greece is not technically at war with Yugoslavia. Oh, just because, they didn't join the war. Just because they are part of the Axis powers doesn't mean that they are involved in the war. Hungary is involved in the war, but not Lithuania and not Yugoslavia. So, Greece is going to be okay unless Yugoslavia joins in, which I think is likely. Especially as the Germans continue to have success, I think we'll see Yugoslavia decide to join in, and then they'll attack Greece. And Yugoslavia will be ready for that. Is Yugoslavia lined up? Yep. Oh yeah, they're totally ready. So the fronts are ready. They're just sitting here waiting. And Italy, I think, is going to be more focused on attacking Africa than to go after Greece. But you never know. You never know. Okay, so we already see the Netherlands have fallen, and Belgium is going to fall now too. So this is where things get really tough for France. So they've done a really good job. Actually, they're winning quite a few battles. A really good job so far holding back the Nazis along this river. But when the northeastern, Belgium and the Netherlands both fall, that's where things get tough because this front gets even larger. And then you see even more of the German, I guess, Air Force, very low supplies. Where? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that part of Ethiopia is going to drop quite quickly there. What's going on with the Japanese? Oh my gosh, looks like they've been kind of pushed back. I mean, this front is still very hard. Let me check on war score here, or just war in general. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Japanese, this is starting to shift back towards China's favor. They still have a good amount of war score, but look at the Japanese. Before it was almost a 2-to-1. The Japanese were killing 2, where the Chinese were only killing 1. That's starting to shift. The casualties for Japan is really starting to skyrocket a little bit here. We'll see if they can kind of switch that up, but I'm not sure. If we check on China's national unity, oh my gosh, they're so close to falling. China's very, very close. Again, it's going to really depend on what the Soviets decide to do with that Japanese front. That's where things are going to get interesting. All right, and Belgium only has a few more days left. Soviet Union has declared war on Finland. All right, so this is going to be another interesting point to pay attention to. Finland already had their borders kind of lined up. We'll see. I have seen in the past the... oh, okay. And the Soviets are going to call in their allies. Maybe Mongolia will also... Yep, there goes Mongolia as well. So all the allies, I believe, are going to join in for the Soviets. Yep, okay, so now they definitely all have. I don't know how much they're going to contribute, though. So this is what the faction map mode is looking like. For the most part, the New World really not doing much. Let's go ahead and check on the United States, because I know a lot of people are interested in see what's going on there. Even though nothing is going on there. I don't believe that they're doing anything. They're researching air support. Why is that? Close air support, extra 10%, as well as tactical bombing is going to be going up 10% as well. Canada's involved in the war, but I want to go over to... Yeah, so the U.S. is guaranteeing pretty much the independence of every New World country, especially in South America. Most of these are from South America, as well as in the Caribbean. And then they have a puppet over the Philippines, too, which is usually how the United States sometimes gets drawn into a war with the Japanese, because the Japanese attack the Philippines, and then things get messy. Logistics-wise, we should see probably... Yeah, I mean, we're seeing probably the best out of the United States, because they're not involved in this war, and any wars at that, and so they don't really have to worry too much about equipment and things like that. But technology will be interesting. Let's go and check on the national focus of the Nazis. Still finishing up this. Now we have Romania. Legendary Romania. Justification. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Justification of conquering eastern Switzerland. Oh, is finished. So we might be seeing... Oh, we're seeing that right now. Wait, are they already at war? No, they're close to it, though. Okay, so now Germany... I'm sorry, now Romania is joining in. Now, nothing from Yugoslavia still yet, which is strange. Very strange to see Yugoslavia not joining in. Lithuania will probably join in at some point, but yeah, I mean, I think right now they're just focused on called Switzerland. Okay, so yeah, Switzerland has joined the Allies. So Switzerland decided to not stay neutral within this timeline, this AI-only battle. Ooh, that is going to be tough. Although this is going to help keep France alive for longer, so that might hurt them. Ooh, nationalist Spain just joined the Axis. So, yep, there it is. Oh man, so that could really shift this war back. If Spain joins in and starts to attack France, then that is going to really make things easy for Germany. It's going to make things easy. Oh, and Switzerland has fallen just like that. Gone. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we'll see if Spain actually... Oh, no. I was wrong about that. And bam, just like that, the Spanish are now in the war. Just like that. Okay, so this is going to make things really, really tough for France. I feel very bad for them now, because now they are almost at no... They've got almost no chance at this point. What's going on back in the Soviet Union? How are your wars going? Oh, it's going really well so far over Finland. I'm seeing successful battles take place all up and down this coast, or all up and down this front here. Yeah, so very successful so far. And the Soviets are calling in so many divisions to go up north. Okay, so volunteer forces... Oh, and China has returned to Leningrad. Oh, so how close... Wait a second, why is that? Is the war over? So I know that... I think it's the Soviets that were offering troops to China. So the Soviets can lend divisions over to China, because obviously the Soviets don't like Japan, and vice versa. Non-aggression. Justified war goals. For Finland, Soviet forces Oh, no, I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I don't know what forces exactly came back. That might have been actually why the reason why China was doing so well is maybe the Soviets. Oh, and bam, Denmark has joined the Allies, which means that Denmark is now going to be under attack. So this is huge because now the Germans can focus on kind of the smaller nations like Switzerland, like Denmark, like Norway, and they can have maybe Italy and Spain do most of the work against France, because France was doing well. They were holding this front back. This is where things are going to get really tough for them. Obviously, they're going to lose most of their territory in North Africa. That is a given. But having to fight pretty much a three-front war between Italy, Spain, and Germany is going to make this really, really messy. That's going to make this really messy. Hey, Belgium is still out there fighting. And Norway, also, no big surprise, has joined the Allies as well. So we should see an interesting front here. I don't think it's going to take too long for the Germans to take. I'm surprised that that Switzerland is holding back so well. I'm wondering if it has to do with the mountain. Yeah, the mountain terrain. So we can scroll over the terrain and look at exactly the bonuses and the penalties. So division attrition. We're going to see a lot of attrition for Switzerland, I think, or the Germans if they get onto these provinces. Enemy air support. Enemy air support's going to go up. Yeah, so that's about it. They're actually getting an advantage for attacking. If I'm reading this right, if I'm reading this correctly, that's what it looks like. Military access with Bulgaria. So now almost every country in the Balkan region is starting, except for Greece, is starting to really, I think, like the Germans a little bit more. I mean, the Bulgarians haven't technically joined the faction just yet. However, you know, that military access is a big bonus. Is a pretty big bonus. So that is kind of interesting. How's Denmark doing? Denmark is okay. Let me go ahead and view as Germany. I do want to check on their focus now. Industrial effort 2. So that's going to give them added 2 building slots for a few of their, I believe, states. 50% research bonus for construction. Okay. Italy accepted to offer to control. Oh, bam. Okay, so yeah, Germany is doing so well now that they're giving territory to Italy. I think that they're taking, oh, this territory they're giving to Italy. So because Switzerland is falling here, they're giving this to Italy instead of taking it for themselves. Which can mean a few different things. I mean, Germany might not need this stuff. Maybe they see their allies need some of the military or civilian factories here. Either way, that's big. And with Switzerland falling, as well as nationalist Spain too. I mean, let's keep in mind. I mean, France has no chance now. Look at this. This is crazy. Especially Italy really pushing forward. Belgium is now gone. I think Germany's focused on. Oh, looks like some paratroopers might have dropped in, but they've already been pretty much surrounded. With Italy and Spain now having so much success, Germany can focus on Denmark and maybe attacking Norway as well. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. We'll check over some of the casualties and the war screens in the next one. But yeah, the Nazis are obviously off to a pretty great start so far. And the Axis powers as well, because Italy and Spain are actually doing a lot of damage to France. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.